That is, of course, the Mount Airy Ukulele Retreat participants doing a wonderful job there. And this first portion of today's Merry-Go-Round broadcast is being brought to you by our good friends in Elkin, North Carolina. That's Price Power Equipment. Let's hear a word from them now, and we'll be back after this.
Toro lives up to its reputation for heavy-duty construction, professional
All right, thank you so much, Brian Llewellyn. We appreciate those good words from Price Power Equipment. You're in tune to the first portion of today's Merry-Go-Round broadcast, brought to you by Price Power Equipment in Elkin, North Carolina. We're now going back live to center stage. Once again, here's George and all the folks from the Ukulele Retreat participants.
This is a song I wrote years ago. It's called Sunbeam. This next one, I think we all heard about 20 years ago. I thought it'd be a lot of fun to put on this version anyways. Yes. We'll have some fun with this too. You guys feeling good?
Feeling good?
All right, y'all been having fun this weekend?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. Thank y'all so much. Next, we're going to do a song by the Grateful Dead. This is a good fun tune right here. Make them read to you now. One, two, three.
Another fantastic job right there, George Smith and all the participants from the Mount Airy Ukulele Retreat. Well, since 1966, WPAQ and the world-famous Merry-Go-Round has been coming into the hearts and homes of listeners like you. And we can't thank our sponsors enough for that, helping us get through those years. And so we're going to take another time out. We'll be back with more of the Merry-Go-Round after this.
I fish. I also clean local waterways so others can fish and swim. I help build public boat ramps for easy access to the water. I provide fishing and water safety education for kids. I maintain a healthy fish population so tomorrow's anglers can enjoy and catch. I prevent unwanted species from spreading into waters where they don't belong. I restore the condition of rivers to help fish and wildlife thrive. I fund long-term plans to protect our lakes and streams. I do all of these things and more, all because I buy a fishing license. When you buy a fishing license, you do a lot. In fact, every dollar from the license purchase protects and maintains your local waterways for future generations to enjoy. To learn more about how you can get your fishing license, go to takeefishing.org. That's takeefishing.org.
We take you back now live to the stage of the Girl Theater for more of today's Merry-Go-Round podcast. And once again is your host, Travis Fry.
All right, thank you so much, Brad. Boy, I had a flub there for a minute. It's 1948 when this started, not 1966. I'm thinking of the Autumn Leaves Festival because we're in that Autumn Leaves Festival mode where it should have been happening and everything like that. but it's been around a lot longer than 66. It was 1948, of course, when this station first signed on the airways on Groundhog's Day, and of course introduced the merry-go-round at the Pig Theater, moved up to the WPAQ radio station, and then back about 1998, we moved it down here to the downtown cinema as it was, and then eventually turned back into the Earl Theater. So there's your history. I was just all messed up. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, we're having a great job, and these guys are perpetuating great music, and we certainly do appreciate it. So they're here to emanate more music for us all the way until 12 o'clock. We're going to turn it right back over to them. George, what you got lined up?
All right, next up is a song that another friend of mine wrote named Dustin Transu from Elkin, North Carolina. And this song is called Yellow Bird. All right.
On my porch, we were staring at the river. It was a rapping, pretty bird, had a flower in his feather. We shared a poem about life, and he told me he was gonna fly. And I
I'm pretty sure you have definitely heard this next song. So, if you're feeling it, you can sing along with it. Y'all feeling good? Feeling good? Spontaneous, we hadn't planned that. In fact, we haven't really played all these songs all the way through together, so, except for right now. This next song, I wrote on Sunday night, or Monday morning real early. So, I try to write a song a week. It's one of my favorite things to do, but this week I wrote a song to my son, who's 4 years old, so it's trying to give him words of wisdom. Later down the road, I'm not sure he knows what I'm talking about yet, but hopefully you'll find something in it too. And I suppose if you're a fisherman, if you're a fly fisherman, this analogy doesn't quite apply, but this song's called Keep Your Line in the Water. All right? Whoa. 1, 2.
Great song right there. That is, of course, a great song by the Manor Ukulele Retreat participants and George Smith. Well, let's take a time out, and we're going to hear from the Old Trailblazer broadcast, a little bit of word from them, and the weather forecast will be back after this.
This is the Old Trailblazer, Pastor Albert Pendarvis, inviting you to join me and Old Dan on the Old Trailblazer broadcast as we blaze the path through the Hartsel Center Monday through Friday on this great radio station. We're just an old-fashioned ministry preaching God's Word as it is to men itself. So listen each Monday through Friday on the Old Trailblazer broadcast on this radio station.
Don't miss the Old Trailblazer, Pastor Albert Pendarvis on WPAQ, Monday through Friday, 11:15 a.m. and on Sunday mornings at 6:15.
Checking your weather for the WPAQ listening area. Scattered showers and thunderstorms late this afternoon. Partly sunny, a high near 77. Our chance of rain at 30%. Tonight, scattered showers and thunderstorms possible overnight. A 70% chance, a low around 54. Sunday, a chance of rain before about mid-afternoon. Maybe some scattered showers thereafter. Fog early in the morning. Temperatures falling to around 50 by late in the afternoon. Presently, we have 71 degrees. That's 22 degrees Celsius, and the winds are calm. Back now to the Earl as the merry-go-round continues live. Here from the stage is your host, Travis Fry.
All right, thank you so much, Brack. We do appreciate that weather update. It certainly feels like fall outside, and we're thankful for it as that humidity has gone away from summertime. And I do want to give a plug real quick to George and the group. George, if folks out there in Radio Land are listening, or folks here in the audience are listening, and they want to learn more about ukulele or things that we have to offer here in Mount Airy, you do a lot here in Mount Airy, not only with the ukuleles, but with the rock music and other things. Tell them a little bit about how they can get involved here in the arts and what you do.
I got you covered. I'm again grateful to be here. My name is George Smith, and I teach private lessons for guitar, bass, mandolin, banjo, ukulele, a little dobro, a little drums, a little songwriting, a little bit of engineer recording. Jack of all trades, master of none. Also tune pianos. So if you need to get in touch with me, my phone number is 336-648-0136. Anyway, but I started to teach group classes several years ago because I always wanted to get people together. So the very first group class, my wife Jen, standing here, had asked me to start a ukulele class, and I didn't own a ukulele at the time, so but she did, and so did a friend. They wanted an excuse to get together, play, and learn more, so she asked me to do it several times, over and over and over and over again. And finally, I was like, yeah, okay, let's do this. So decided to get Maui, the Mount Airy Ukulele Invasion, started. Bought my first ukulele 6 weeks before the class started, and started digging in. So then I just tried to learn a lot more. It grew from first 17 people to our biggest quarterly class, 67 people registered. And we have a lot of fun. And typically, we would do classes for 8 weeks together, 3 times a week, and have a concert at the end of it. And so it's been the format for many years. And also, in addition to that, which has been a ton of fun, by the way, and before I move on to a couple other classes, I want to talk about the sizes of ukuleles, which I meant to wake up this morning, which I'm a night owl, to be honest. And Jason over here is right, has a Sopranissimo even, but not with him. So that's all right. But there are several different sizes of ukuleles. The most commonly associated is a soprano, which I don't think we have a soprano. None of us have a soprano on stage. But a concert is actually what's most common and most popular, which I do see several concerts over here. And I'm playing a tenor, so it's the next size up, and those are all tuned the same way. And past that are baritone ukuleles. These are tuned like the high 4 strings of a guitar. So if you are interested in learning how to play music, you're always like, man, I just want to play, but man, I don't know. That's a lot of work. You can start with an ukulele and get a lot of satisfaction with it. Apply what you learned to any other instrument if you want to, or stick with the ukulele and take it as far as you can go, because you can make a world of music with ukulele by itself. The smaller Sopranissimo, there's a nano as well, right?
The Sopranissimo is the nano.
Yeah, okay, all right. So they are one and the same. They're really small.
And the Sopranissimo.
Yeah.
It's about as big as this, the body of this ukulele.
I love it. And then that's right. There's banjolele over here. As there's banjo everything, banjo mandolin, mandolin banjo, banjo guitar, banjo cello. There's also banjo ukulele, which is great. Collect them all. It's fun. We're in Surrey County, so that's the way to do it. Old Mill Music down the street can help you out with all of those. So, let's see. I think there's also bass ukulele, so you should be aware of that if you want to play it. They make them, especially if you're amplified just a little bit. It's surprising how close to an upright they sound like. So, a very, very nice, easy, small instrument to hold as well. So it's a lot of fun. I also teach rock orchestra. If you're into rock and roll music, you want to play electric music, let me know about that as well. You can get in touch with me and I'll get you more details. Check this Les Paul ukulele out. This is fantastic. Jason was prepared for all sorts of effects, depending on what we're going to do. So I tried to make today's set list a bit more on the traditional side of what we do with ukuleles. But I like to cover all different kinds of music, so it's not just limited to one thing, but everything from old time to almost heavy metal we can make happen on these little ukuleles and have a lot of fun and everything in between. And I think kind of in spirit of that, we should talk about rocking out. Since we're talking about rock and roll so much, you guys good with that? All right, so we'll have us a little rocking tune here. We were going to do kazoos and trading off solos today, but you know, we're just not going to. But maybe next year you'll get to see the amazing kazoo trade-off with this song. In the meantime, you guys ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Let's on the hood. We'll have fun with our saxophone. We'll rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till the fun tonight. Rock around the clock tonight. With our saxophone, we get bored. Hands goes down with the yellow roll. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till the fun tonight. Rock around the clock tonight. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, we're going to do, this next song became my personal feel-good hit of the summer this year. So it didn't come out this year, but certainly did for me, so it was good. And I hope you guys enjoy this too. This is
Am I doing what?
you doing that on this?
Am I?
Are you?
Okay. Yes, I guess I am.
Yes, you're doing that on this.
Okay.
We're doing that on that. Yes, on that. Y'all ready?
Y'all.
Ain't nothing in the world that I like better than bacon and lettuce and homegrown tomatoes. Up in the morning, out in the garden, get you a ripe one, you don't get a hard one. Plant 'em in the spring, eat 'em in the summer. All in without 'em is a culinary bummer. I forget old, I'm sweating and begging. Every time I go out and pick me a bag of homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. Wouldn't I be without homegrown tomatoes? On the two things that money can't buy. It's true love and homegrown tomatoes, yeah. tell you, I'm a little hungry after that song, though.
Tomatoes.
Every time. I don't know how many homegrown tomato sandwich meals I've had this year.
Yeah.
We had a lot of them. That's pretty good. Anybody else out there? Yeah. It's about the best thing in the world. If you haven't started yet, folks, next year, make sure to plant a couple of them homegrown tomatoes. Change your life.
Your turtle, your dump.
I ate a bunch of 40 varieties. I don't know. Maybe not that many. It seemed like I had a lot of tomatoes. Good. All right, so we're going to do one more song for you. And I think this may be older than that. Now, you said maybe Hank Williams wrote this one. I should have looked this up, but I'm not sure. First time I heard it was Waylon and, Willie Nelson and Wynton Marsalis playing together. But we're going to do our own ukulele version of this right here. And it's ought to be lots of fun. So, and a little spontaneous at the end. So, hope you have fun with it. Guys, thank you so much for having us. It's been great. Minor Ukulele Retreat 2020. Thank you so much, WPAQ. You guys are amazing. All right. Thank y'all for listening this morning. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
right there in the Minor Ukulele Retreat. Great job as always, and look forward to next year's retreat. And I'll tell you what, you got to give them a hand. They played with their masks on and singing. Oh my Lord. That is hard to do right there. So we really appreciate you doing that. And we're going to take a time out now. We're going to hear a word from Lloyd W. Terry for Surrey County, also the news. the weather forecast, local news, and we'll be back. We're going to reset the stage and come right back with more music after this.
Hi, I'm Lloyd Terry, retired special agent, North Carolina State.
Yes, picture you guys. Take it.
Law enforcement administrator to work for you, the citizens of Surrey County, as your next register of deeds.
Since 1984, Lloyd has worked as a deputy sheriff and a
Yes,
small
big smile. Smile with your eyes, guys.
retiring as the assistant special agent in charge.
Awesome.
Lloyd served with distinction, always upholding the highest degree of honesty and integrity. Lloyd Terry spent
That was
his
totally
career
fun. Great job.
protecting and defending the Constitution of the United States and the state of North Carolina. Now, he is ready to bring training, experience, and integrity with him to the office of Surrey County Register.
We're going to be at, we'll be at the museum where we were last. But at the time, I have to look at it.
You're listening to WPAQ 106.7
So we'll be in the playhouse, the big room. Okay.
This time,
Will we be there for the remainder of the evening? Okay. Everything about? No, same place, I'm gonna sit this down and I'll give you a hand.
Everyone, individual and regional news today. For the third time in North Carolina has set a daily high in COVID-19 cases at 2716 in North Carolina. Human Services reported Friday afternoon. The previous daily high was 2616, which topped 2532 Friday, a nationwide daily high of cases of more than 82,600. Here are the latest figures across the state as well as our region too. 22,200.
Y'all are welcome to come up.
708 total cases, 4,114 deaths in the state as of Friday. 1,181 people currently hospitalized with the virus. State has completed 3,753,953 tests. 7.3% of those tests returned positive on Friday. Surrey County, 1,694 cases of COVID-19 as of Friday morning, 29 deaths. West County reporting 1,634 cases and 37 deaths. Forsyth County reporting 388 cases. 116 deaths. Illinois, 10,821 cases returned to normal. 56 cases in Yankee County. police. State Bureau of Investigation also assisted in growth. The body had been exposed to the weather and appeared to have been at a location for more than a week. The family identified the body yesterday as Agent Hamilton. Family of Hamilton said she was last seen in early October. North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality's Division of Water Resources is awarding $11.5 billion in grants to make communities in Western North Carolina for projects related to working towards the ocean. The awards from the Coastal State Land and Migration Fund for mitigation actions that are set to help fund pollution control, restoration, and other projects to remediate damage. These grants will help restore coastal areas
News is on right now.
so as a reminder of the fund, let's rebuild smarter and stronger to protect our coastal economy from the climate impacts of the future. Secretary Ray Blue. Turning to Virginia News today, a multi-vehicle crash in Roanoke. 60 officers arrested on Friday night according to Roanoke police. Driver Vanessa Lee traveling east hit a parking occupied police car. Was followed by the force to crash into another nearby police car.
Good job, Joe. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for recording.
You're welcome.
According to the police report, the cause of the crash yet to be determined, and no charges have yet been filed. That's a look at the latest in local, state, and Virginia news for both West Riding and the
Get tired of the sitting there.
I'm Todd Jensen reporting.
Put it on a stand. Put it on a stand and put it in front.
Otherwise, partly sunny. 77. Tonight's scattered showers. Overnight, a 70% chance of rain or some kind, mostly cloudy, which helps. Rain, a low around 54. And then on Sunday, chance of rain and scattered showers throughout the day. Temperatures
I'm a little short, so kind
around 50 degrees. A chance of rain at 40%. Presently, we stand at 71 degrees. That's 22 degrees Celsius. Humidity, 82%, and the wind is
we don't have any line.
6.5 minutes past 12 now. We got down live. And the earlier
All right, thank you there so much, Brad Llewellyn. We appreciate that. We're still getting set up for the second band. So as we're doing that, I'll be giving you an update about what's coming up in the near future. Hard to believe, but we're already through the month of October, and the next week will be the end of October of 2020. And as we get closer to the end of the year, so October 31st, the Halloween edition at 11 o'clock, the Goodfellas will be joining us. Teddy Barneycastle and all those fine folks will pick you some good bluegrass music. And then at 12 o'clock, Flint Ridge will be joining us as well. So 2 good bluegrass acts for you coming up for the Halloween edition of the Merry-Go-Round broadcast. Also, if we want to look a little bit farther on, so you can make your plans for that, you can also check out our website at WPAQ's website and at the Earl Theater and the Surrey Arts Council. We make those available for you to see what kind of shows that we have coming up. But we do have quite a few coming up. And then in November the 7th, I believe we have the Slate Mountain Ramblers at 11 o'clock. 12 o'clock will be the King Mill Road Band. And then November the 14th, Too Young, Too Old takes the stage along with Robert Tilley and the Hard Times Band at 12 o'clock. So a look at some of the bands that are coming up within the next few weeks. And then we will be getting closed out closer and closer to Thanksgiving and Christmas. And then we'll just be done with 2020. We can just wipe it clean and start in 2021. And I thought about this the other day. I thought, you know how we say, well, hindsight's 2020? It gives it new meaning, doesn't it? Certainly does. But anyway, we're getting ready as these guys are tuning up. We're going to go back live to Center Stage. And these guys are no strangers to WPAQ. They're out of Virginia, and we love these guys every time they come down because they play some really great music. Why don't you put your hands together and make welcome the Java Brothers.
Tommy on the banjo playing that Pitch Mountain back step. Hey everybody, we are the Java Brothers, just up the road there. Go up 52 over the mountain, keep on going. We're from the New River and Roanoke Valleys, and it's great to be back here in downtown Mount Airy again, playing on the Merry-Go-Round. We're physically distanced up here on stage, although we're always a little too close for comfort, even before the time of coronavirus with these guys. Physically distanced from the audience, physically distanced from everybody listening on the radio, FM and AM, and on the internet. So, you know, we're alive and healthy here in Mount Airy. It's good to be here again. So, all right, Cousin Chris, you got one?
Dude, there's no one the Stanley Brothers used to do when they were alive. It's called How Mountain Girls Can Love. Riding the night in the high cold wind on the trail of the old lonesome line. Thinking of you, he left so blue, wonder why you left me behind. Get down, boys, go back home, back to the girl you love. Treat her right, never wrong, how mountain gals can love.
Take off the second portion of today's Merry-Go-Round broadcast. That is the Java Brothers entertaining the crowd here at the Earl Theater. We're going to take a time out, hear a word from the Surrey Spotlight, and we'll be back after this.
Hey folks, just a reminder to join us every Tuesday afternoon at 2 p.m.
Are you not entertained?
For the Surrey Spotlight.
Thank y'all for coming out.
WPAQ740.com. We'll open up a window and talk an ear toward the Blue Ridge and enjoy some of the great music produced right here in our neck of the woods. The Surrey Spotlight, Tuesdays at 2 on WPAQ. Back now to the Earl Theater, Here's One continues. Here's your host, Travis Frum.
All right, thank you so much, Brack. And Brack does a wonderful job with the Surrey Spotlight, highlighting the artists in and around Surrey County. So check it out if you can, as we have a lot of great programming content over WPAQ. And it's so exciting to be on WPAQ. Of course, we've got the AM dial running. We've got the FM dial running on 106.7. And, of course, on WPAQ's website. And even we have a live YouTube feed as well today. So you can catch it live over YouTube, too. So a lot of great innovations and technology that have allowed us to be in the hearts and homes of individuals such as yourselves. But we're now going to go back live to center stage. These guys are gathering around the microphones once again. Here is the Java Brothers.
Ready?
if you don't know by now. Ain't no use in sitting wondering why, babe. It don't matter anyhow. When the rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. Ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. I'm on the dark side of the road. Oh, I wish there was something you could do or say. Try to make me change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway. Don't think twice, it's alright. Like you've never done before. Ain't no use in calling out my name down. I can't hear it anymore. I'm sitting wondering all the way down the road. I once loved one, her child of crow. I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. Don't think twice, it's alright. Where I'm bound, I can't tell. Goodbye's too good a word, babe. I just said that he would. Oh, I ain't saying you treated me unkind. Could've done better, but I don't mind. You just kinda wasted my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright.
We only Bob do classic traditional bluegrass like Bob Dylan. All right, speaking of the real thing, let's do a Bill Monroe gospel number. What do you say, Warren? It's called The Old Crossroads.
Oh, my brother, take this warning. Don't let old Satan hold your hand. You'll be lost in sin forever. You'll never reach the promised land. The old crossroad now is waiting. Which one are you gonna take? One leads down to destruction, the other to the pearly gates. leads up to heaven, the other leads down below. Jesus, our Savior, will protect you. He'll guide you by the old crossroad. The old crossroad now is waiting. Which one are you going to take? One leads down to destruction, the other to the pearly gates. The other to the pearly gates. The other to the pearly gates.
Mr. Ralph Barrier there, local man, Cana man.
Cana boy. Yes. Yeah, I grew up in an apple orchard and I never picked any peaches when I was a kid. They do now. And then my other side of the family where the musicians were, so I always said I came from pickers on both sides of the family. Apple pickers and guitar pickers. All right, speaking of banjo pickers, Mr. Banjo Abercrombie, the pride of Radford, Virginia. Moved out to the suburbs of Radford.
This is a folk tune. He's tuning in front of the folks.
Oh, so funny. You gotta pick one now. What's up?
nice set from the Java Brothers over WPAQ's world famous Merry-Go-Round. This next portion of today's show is being brought to you by our good friends at Old Mill Music and Sound here in downtown Mount Airy. Let's hear a word from them. We'll be back after this.
You guys look great out there from what I can see. Thanks for coming in. We're the Java Brothers. We're all brothers. The Java Brothers, like coffee.
We're into computer programming, so we work out of Java.
We've been together about 3 months. When we get together,
We met through that bluegrass dating app called Tuner.
Like 2008 or something.
At least it wasn't the bluegrass dating app, Ancestry.com.
All right, thank you so much, Brad. We appreciate those good words from Old Mill Music and Sound, where they've got a large selection of instruments as well as strings and other types of accessories. They just added a D40 1981 Guild that came into the shop with electronics on it, so you might want to check that one out, as it is an older guitar and just came in the shop yesterday. So as always, getting new instruments in, and of course other things in the shop too. So check it out, Old Mill Music and Sound. Well, we're having a great time here on the second portion of today's show, and it's good to see everybody out there since March. And you know, it's funny, we're talking about this, you know, all the musicians are saying, gosh, it's been since March since we played, you know. And I tell you, y'all haven't missed a beat. It sounds wonderful. And I got to ask out there in the audience, do we have any folks from out of town? Okay. Do we have any folks from out of state? Okay. Where y'all from?
Florida.
South Carolina, Florida, Kentucky, Virginia, Pennsylvania. All right. Well, Massachusetts. Well, you win the farthest away award, that's for sure. That's a pretty good drive away. Did y'all drive or fly? Camping. Okay, well, hey, that's the best way to see America. So we do appreciate everybody tuning in, and wherever you are out there in the world, you can always tune us in on WPAQ's website at WPAQ740.com, and you can listen to this music 24/7, and it is absolutely wonderful. So we're going to go back now to more music, and these guys are going to give you another great set. Once again, the Java Brothers.
Thank you very much, Travis. Let's do the bluegrass version of an old Gordon Lightfoot song. What do you think? Thank you very much. Yeah, just to echo what Travis was saying, it is great to see everybody coming out. I understand that this is the first time back in the Earl Theater for the Merry-Go-Round since March. WPAQ has been airing old broadcasts of the Merry-Go-Round every Saturday, so it was just like it was being played live. They used a lot of the great archival broadcasts from over the years. I noticed that you didn't use our broadcast from last year, though, Travis, when you were doing some of these Hall of Fame Merry-Go-Round shows. We love playing on WPAQ. We love visiting the station when we're in town, and getting into Studio A, which is where I think they've been doing the Merry-Go-Round lately, doing some live broadcasts out of Studio A. It's just a great place. Here in Mount Airy, you have one of the great radio stations in the country, and I'm glad that everybody still appreciates it and that it's still thriving. So, again, thanks for being here. And I think, Chris, you singing one, or Chris is going to sing one.
All right, this is another traditional bluegrass song by the Grateful Dead. This one's called Brown Eyed Women. How many Grateful Dead fans are there? All right. It's never zero. Front and center. It's never zero. All right. There'll be more at the end of this. Or fewer. It is what it is. 1, 2. Christopher Goin.
Christopher Goin from Radford. That was a song by the Grateful Dead. We do have some fans there. We should have asked, how many places did you follow the Grateful Dead back in the day? That's you get the states again. Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Kentucky. All right, who's up next on the set list? Let's pick one. This is a great instrumental. It was composed by a fantastic mandolin player, well-known musician, a great guy from Roanoke, Virginia, by the name of Herschel Sizemore. We got some fans from Roanoke here today to go along with ones from Massachusetts and Kentucky and everywhere else. Herschel composed this and he dedicated it to his mother, and it's called Rebecca.
Another nice job right there from the Jama Brothers, entertaining our crowd here at the Earl Theater and on our radio dials. I will tell you that Jordan Nance is listening in. He is the super fan of WPAQ and also created Broadcast A Band in His Dream with Ralph Epperson and all the different musicians that came across these stages many, many years ago. And of course, y'all are related to the Hall twins, and they were a big part of the merry-go-round as well. So thank you, Jordan, for listening in. We do appreciate it. Well, let's take another time out. You've been listening to the past segment of today's merry-go-round, brought to you by our good friends at Old Mill Music and Sound. We're going to go back to the radio station real quickly for another public service announcement. We'll be back after this.
This is the old Trailblazer, Pastor Albert Pendarvis, inviting you to join me and old Dan for the old Trailblazer broadcast as we blaze the path from the Hartsville Center Monday through Friday on this great radio station. We're just an old-fashioned ministry preaching God's word as it is for me and Dan. So listen each Monday through Friday for the old Trailblazer broadcast.
You're welcome.
You got me all excited.
11:15 a.m. and on Sunday mornings at 6:15.
Where are all of these from?
This week to the merry-go-round.
Bradford and Roanoke, mainly, Virginia.
Once again, is your host, Travis.
Bradford.
All right, thank you there so much, Brack. We do appreciate that. And getting to know the band, I tell you what, we're having a good time. These guys are from Virginia. A lot of them are from Radford. And I believe, didn't you say the last time, gosh, it's been a year since I guess we've been together, but you play in a coffee shop there in Radford. Am I mistaken, or is that correct?
That is correct. We have a weekly jam session. It's like everything else has been off since March. We have been gathering outside in a little park-like area across the street from the coffee shop, the Radford Coffee Company. And that's kind of how the band came together. A weekly jam session in Radford, been going on for over 20 years now, and hopefully if things ever get back to normal, the coffee shop is open full time again, we'll get back there and jam every week and play some bluegrass music. But before that, we played in a different coffee shop, a lot of coffee shops in Radford, and that's how we got the name, the Java Brothers, because we met there at the jam sessions, and that's how we got started. Yeah, very original. Yeah. Joe is a computer programmer, so he probably has used Java in his day. So.
If you want a Java coffee company to do well, just get the Java Brothers to come play.
Yep, that's true. Joe, are you singing one?
Sure. This is a love song again. 1 and 3, and then 2 and 3.
Long gone, this time I'm leaving. Long gone, why do you cry? This is what you wanted, baby. So I'm gone, long gone. I have tried to make you happy. Still you say I've done you wrong. This is it, do forever. I'm gone, long gone. Long gone, long gone, this time I'm leaving. Long gone, why do you cry? This is what you wanted, baby. So I'm gone, long gone. Don't shed no tears of sorrow, for those tears will not atone. After all the pain you caused me, I'm gone, long gone, long gone, long gone. This time I'm leaving, long gone. Why do you cry? This is what you wanted, baby. So I'm gone, long gone. Don't try to overtake me for what I ride. Be too fast. This is it. Do forever. I'm gone, free at last. Long gone, this time I'm leaving.
Thank you. Don't just love song. Wayne Fry, I don't think you've sung one the whole show.
I did. I sang the very first one.
Oh, it was so good, I done forgot about it. So, Wayne's going to do a song that he actually wrote by his own self, as we say in the country. It's about remembering his family down in far southwest Virginia, down in the area where the Carters were from, places like that. It's called Rich Memories from Poor Valley.
Anybody know where Saltville, Virginia is? Has anybody heard of Saltville, Virginia? Oh, well, there's one. Okay. So this is about visiting my grandparents every summer in Saltville, Virginia. Every summer to my grandparents I would travel. In Poor Valley life was simple as could be, where the days were filled with working in the garden, mowing grass, sitting in the front porch swing. Life wasn't always easy there. Cooking water came from a spring up the road. I didn't mind helping with the chores, as long as it helped the ones I love. Rich memories were made in Poor Valley, though I didn't know it way back then. The special times I have discovered, and I wish that I could live them once again. Like family, laughing and love. I learned the value of a little work and the importance of going to church. I learned to shoot a .22 rifle and play music with family gathered round. Things that would melt away the hours after we ate a hot dog we bought in town. Rich memories remain in Poor Valley, though I didn't know it way back then. Those special times I have discovered, and I wish that I could live them once again. My grandparents, they aren't with us now. To a better life they had both gone. Whenever family gathers, feels just like their Poor Valley home. I often think back to these times of the youth. The memories always makes me happy. Laughing, loving, learning to work. These are rich memories from Poor Valley. Rich memories remain in Poor Valley, though I didn't know it way back then. The special times I have discovered, and I wish that I could live them once again. I thank God for the lives of Carl and Roxy Fry, and I wish that I could see them once again.
beautiful place down there in Saltville, if you ever get a chance. So, Wayne and I played together like back in high school about 6 years ago. So, we played in a bluegrass band 6 years ago in high school. And that's when he wrote this.
It's actually true because they were in high school a really long time, a lot of years.
Oh, that's Virginia.
All right, let's play some bluegrass. Speaking of the hills of Southwest Virginia, let's do Riding on That Midnight Train. We'll stand on one side.
No matter what I say or do, you're never satisfied. I tried and I tried so many a time. I'm leaving you, honey, goodbye. I'm riding on that midnight train. My head is hanging low. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go. Some other man. I'm riding on that midnight train. My head is hanging low. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go. I'm leaving you, honey, goodbye. I'm riding on that midnight train. My head is hanging low. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go. These awful blues will follow me wherever I may go.
Oh yeah, the Drama Brothers right there on AM 740 WPAQ and on 106.7 FM. And I'll tell you what, some good music to get us to the top of the hour, and we're going to let Brack take it away. We've got a message from the Mount Airy Bears football game, and of course Brack will give you a weather update. Might even have some news in there, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Game time is 7:30 p.m. You can hear it on WPAQ
So yeah, it could be a little bit shorter than 105. So you say you did the salt field? You said you did the salt field? Where are you from?
It's Deb. Deb said she was.
No, he said he was exactly. Are you from Virginia Beach, but you're salt? Yeah, that's pretty cool. You're on a bicycle ride.
From Virginia Beach to Saltville?
Right through there. You rode the Creeper Trail, is that what you did? You rode the Creeper Trail in Happiness? Yeah, we left the Happiness. That's where our home base is.
Travis said that there's going to be a report on the radio about the Mount Airy Bears football game, but the locals know what the full name of the mascot is. Mount Airy Bears, what's the full name? The Granite Bears. The Granite Bears. They're in the Granite City, so it's the Granite Bears. Well, Mount Airy is home to the I guess it's still the world's largest
77 degrees, that's 25.
World's largest open-face granite quarry, which sounded like a sandwich, sort of, open-face granite sound. But no, just down the road, it's the Granite City. If you take a look around downtown, you notice a lot of the buildings.
Thank you so much, Brack. We appreciate that. I'm going to give you an update on what's coming up on our merry-go-round broadcast. And also want you to be mindful that we will be here at the Earl Theater at 142 North Main Street in downtown Mount Airy as we start back live over WPAQ. We were live, of course, at the radio station for several weeks, but we are bringing it back now to you here at the Earl Theater for folks to enjoy. And we'll tell you coming up next week, our Halloween edition, the Goodfellas will be with us. That's Teddy Barney-Castle and all those fine folks at 11 o'clock. And then at 12, Flint Ridge will join us. Also coming up, November the 7th, Slate Mountain Ramblers. If you like good old-time music, they bring it some of the best to you from Surrey County at 11 o'clock, and then King Mill Road at 12. November 14th at 11 o'clock, Too Young, Too Old. Robert Tilling, the Hard Times Band, will follow that up at 12. And then November the 21st, the Highlander String Band, along with the Gray Connection. That's Michael Motley and friends. They'll be there at 12 o'clock. And rounding out November the 28th, Billy C. Smith Band will be here at 11 and Gaining Ground at 12 o'clock. So it looks like we've got a lot of great music lined up for you all the way through the month of November. And hard to believe we'll be celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas and saying goodbye to 2020. So long. We never knew you. So, anyway, I'll leave it at that. But I will tell you the next portion of today's merry-go-round broadcast is being brought to you by Mayberry Music Center. Mayberry Music Center is right across the street from the Earl Theater and locally owned and operated by James Easter of the Easter Brothers. James invites you to stop in and check out their selection of acoustic and electric guitars, bass guitars, mandolins, fiddles, banjos, trumpets, saxophones, clarinets, flutes, and more. And at Mayberry Music Center, they specialize in the Blue Ridge guitars and are the authorized Blue Ridge guitar dealer in the area. And at Mayberry Music Center, they always give a $100 discount off the suggested retail price of Blue Ridge guitars. You'll usually find some slightly used Blue Ridge guitars at Mayberry Music Center at a discounted price. They have strings as well as other types of accessories for your instrument, and they also offer music lessons and instrument repair. James says if you don't see what you're looking for, just ask. They might have it in just a few days. You'll also find a great selection of bluegrass and bluegrass gospel CDs, including the Easter Brothers and the Primitive Quartet. Mayberry Music Center is open Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. until 4 p.m., and on Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. They're always closed on Sunday. Once again, the Mayberry Music Center, Main Street in downtown Mount Airy. We're now going back live, center stage, once again, for the Mayberry Music Center portion of today's program. Once again, here are the Java Brothers.
Thank you very much, Travis.
This is for the folks from South Carolina. South Carolina. Trouble is real in a faraway city with a faraway feel, but it makes me feel better each time it begins.
another one down there, Joe. What you got?
Little Bill Monroe tune, actually. Called Southern Flavor. Nice picking, boys. Same to you, Ralph. Thank you.
Well, you picked a good one, now sing one.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Fellows out in the spotlight.
No. Shining hot. Right in your eyes.
This is an old Carter family, right?
It is, it's a sing-along.
Yeah, you guys can sing, so we can hear you guys sing now. So.
And you don't have to know where Saltville is either.
I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw that nurse come rolling, Lord, carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Well, I told that undertaker, please drive slow. For that body you are holding, Lord, I hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by, there's a better home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Well, I followed close behind her, tried to hold her and be great, but I could not hide my sorrow when they laid her in that grave. Will the circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by, there's a better home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Got back home, Lord, my home was lonesome since my mother, she is gone. All my brothers, sisters crying, they're so scared and all alone. Will the circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by, there's a better home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Will the circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by, there's a better home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. There's a better home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Another nice job right there from the Java Brothers of WPAQ's world-famous merry-go-round. Let's take our final time out and hear a word from takemefishing.org. We'll be back after this.
I fish. I also clean local waterways.
Now to continue the Mount Airy history lesson that was so rudely interrupted. Now, thank y'all for coming out. We got one more set here, 3 songs, and it's great to be back here down here and playing up on the stage.
We think you're great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming.
Y'all, and we can hear y'all singing even through your masks. You sound great. You look great.
You said what?
I said we listen to bluegrass a lot. We listen to Dave Atkins and Billy Groves. They're good friends of ours, so we love bluegrass. Y'all are great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. They're great. They're great.
There's a feedback sign up for a feedback sign up sheet.
All right, thank you there so much, Brack Llewellyn. We appreciate that so kindly. And it's always good to hear from folks in and around that are listening in, so we appreciate you sending us Facebook messages and all that. We've been having a lot of folks joining us on YouTube as well, saying the music is great. So we want to thank the Job Brothers. Haven't they done a wonderful job, folks? Absolutely. And we've got time for 3 more here on our program, so we're not going to waste any time. We're going to send it right back to them.
Thank you, Travis. Wayne, sing that Carolina in the Pines.
She came to me, said she knew me, said she'd known me a long time. And she spoke of being in love with every mountain she had climbed. And she spoke of trails she walked up far above the timberline. There are nights I only feel right with Carolina in the pine. There's a new moon on the 14th, first quarter of the 21st, and the full moon in the last week brings a newness to this earth. There's no guesswork in the clockwork of the world's heart or mind. There are nights I only feel right with Carolina in the pine. As the frost grows on the windows and the wood stove smokes and blows, as the fire grows we can warm our souls watching rainbows in the coals. And we'll talk up as we walk up far above the timberline. There are nights I only feel right with Carolina in the pine. And we'll talk of trails we walked up far above the timberline. There are nights I only feel right with Carolina in the pines. There are nights I only feel right with Carolina in the pines.
Wayne Pride doing a great Michael Martin Murphy song. Next song we're going to do is popularized by a band from up the road from here, The Lost and Found. So why don't we send this out to Alan Mills and Gene Parker. It's called Love in the Mountains.
Two trees on the hillside of a mountain, always reaching up to the sky. Remind me of my papa and my mama, who lived there 80 years before they died. Now bright moon shining in the valley, that old wagon leans against that hay. Two graves on the hillside by cabin, my mom and dad resting there today. of the green wood in the fireplace, the falling snow around the redbud tree, the branches of the laurel over the creekside, by the rippling waters of the rippling stream. Now bright moon is shining in the valley, that old wagon leans against the stack of hay. Two graves on the hillside by the cabin, my mom and dad are resting there today. Now Papa used to talk about the young days when he and Mama first were settled there. He spoke of love of the mountain that he and Mama found together there. Now bright moon shining in the valley, that old wagon leans against a stack of hay. Two graves on the hillside by the cabin, my mom and dad are resting there today. My mom and dad are resting there today. Thank you all very much. It's been wonderful to play here again on the Merry-Go-Round. We are the Java Brothers from just up the road in the New River and Roanoke Valleys. Appreciate y'all coming back down to the Earl Theater as they get this opened up again and play some live music. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful time in Mount Airy. And if you're out there listening on the radio or on the internet, we appreciate you spending some time with us today. And everybody have a great weekend. We are the Java Brothers, and we're going to go out with one that Chris Burgoyne is going to sing for you.
Yes, sir. It's Towns Van Zandt song. It's really easy. Trying to remember every word. Pressure. I'm going out on the highway to the big trucks whine. I'm going down on the highway to the big trucks whine. What free line won't you steal away my mind? I got some bad news from Houston, half of my friends are died. I got some bad news from Houston, half of my friends have died. What free line won't you steal away my mind?
chugs of wine. Ride on the highway, let's do the big chugs of wine. White bread liner, won't you steal away my mind? White bread liner, won't you steal away my mind? White bread liner, won't you steal away my mind?
The Jolly Brothers right there on AM 740 WPAQ FM 106.7 and on WPAQ740.com. Our appreciation to them, along with the Mount Airy Ukulele Retreat participants on today's Merry-Go-Round broadcast. I'm Traveling Travis Fry, saying it's been good to be with you, friends and neighbors. Just keep it between the lines, and we'll see you next week. Brack, take it away.